Welcome to North Wilkesboro Speedway, one of the NASCAR originals dating back to 1949. Today,
North Wilkesboro Speedway. Drivers,
start your engines!
Let's go!
Kyle Busch on the inside. Green flag is in the air. We're racing at North Wilkesboro. Off to a great start for Corey Heim there. Gets ahead of Kyle Busch. But Gio Ruggiero there tucking in third.
Yeah, you can see these tires are a little bit squirmy taking off. You saw Gio kind of get loose on the top there of 3 and 4, or 1 and 2, and Kyle Busch was able to slide into second. So it's going to take these trucks a couple laps to kind of get the air pressure.
Caution is out here for the first time. We have a truck stalled on the inside. There it is right there. That's that black Rhino sponsor, Tyler Tomasi.
We're going to figure out the split here, right? We're going to come to 22 laps to go to this stage. You're going to see guys, I think the field is going to split right in half, whether you want to go for stage points, if you're going to come in and get your tires. This is the tough decisions for crew chiefs.
Corey Heim decided he didn't need stage points because of the wins that he has and the speed that he has, so he's going to flip this stage. Ruggiero stayed out, as did Stuart Friesen, so we're going to have a new leader.
Restart zone, Gio Ruggiero, Stuart Friesen.
Pretty good start by Friesen right there on the bottom on new stuff, so he's
nose to nose, sliding
loose.
sideways.
Is that what you call sent it? And look at that 3 wide.
Chandler Smith caught a little bit of the apron, just nowhere to go. Corey Heim takes him 3 wide. Got to be careful on the bottom. These trucks rely on a lot of side force, so if you get tight,
squeeze
still
play.
3 wide down the front stretch.
Daniel Hemrick stayed in the gas. He's going to clear both those guys.
Chandler Smith still 3 wide, pushing the issue. Here comes Corey Heim. Did you say you think Corey Heim could perhaps win this stage?
I think he's got a really good shot here. He's already 5th. Now there's a pick with the 2 truck that Lane is going to have to. Oh, Chandler Smith trying to squeeze it right in the middle.
And right up front, there's lap traffic ahead of our leaders, and that's brought Corey Heim right into play.
And it is the final lap of stage number 1. Gio Ruggiero has 1 more lap truck to get around. That's the 33 of Frankie Muniz.
Frankie's going to hold on.
He does, and so does Gio Ruggiero, picking up his first stage win. Corey Heim got up to second. You were close, Ryan.
I was close. It took him too long to get by the 13 truck, but I'm sure he's really excited about that.
Here we go. The drivers approach the Echo Park Automotive restart zone. Corey Heim, Lane Riggs.
Oh, he's going to lead on him.
Oh, both of them get into the wall.
4 wide.
Grant Enfinger to the lead. Gio Ruggiero. Look at Brent Cruz in a second.
You know, that's what I was talking about, that inside lane. If you send it into turn 1, guys, they're still beating and banging off of each other. Tires trying to come up to pressure. It's slick out there right now, and everyone's trying to sort it out. After
the contact, Corey Heim slides back to 3rd. There's smoke on the 1 truck just ahead of him. Look at this mess. The 07, that's Kyle Busch. Raja Karuth, haven't talked about him in the 71, and there's Lane Riggs.
Lane Riggs got loose again just by himself, so that truck is free taking off.
Corey Heim taking a look. Grant Enfinger's led more laps today than all of 2025 combined. He's led 56 laps, but Corey Heim is there. Heim has led 56 laps as well today.
And I tell you, Chandler Smith's going to become part of this battle here too. He's only, you see him right there, right behind Corey Heim. So these guys are stoved up behind lap traffic. These guys don't want to go another lap down. These guys are racing hard for the stage win, so this is going to be a great final 3 laps.
The speed differential in the front runners versus the lap trucks.
Oh, we got one in the wall.
Is that the 44? Connor Jones? It is. Stopped on track inside turn number 2.
He's been into the outside wall. I saw him. He and Matt Crafton were battling hard for the 16th position. And I saw him all over the back of the 44 just a couple of laps before.
Yeah, you see it blue right there.
Yeah,
right front blows. And fortunately, honestly, I mean, blowing tires is not fun, but he was only 2 feet off the wall when it did, so they might be able to repair that truck and get it back out there. The exit, as you see, Grant Enfinger is going to win the stage. Corey Heim second in both stages today, so really good stage points for him. We have a great setup for the last stage of this race. There's going to be some really fast trucks coming forward, and from Corey Heim's audio, I think there's going to be a little bit of aggression behind the wheel, so I'm looking forward to the last of them.
Here they come out of 4. Grant Enfinger on the outside, Corey Heim on the inside. Raja Krug tried to take a peek.
You see Corey, he kind of backed up turn 1, right? And he got a great exit off of turn 2. So he knew that it was slippery down there, and he set him up for the exit. And that's what really has put him in position to possibly take this lead for Grant.
Look at
38 gets in the back of Grant.
Chandler Smith contact in the back of Corey Heim. Chandler Smith is second. Grant Enfinger slides back, and there's Lane Riggs side by side with him for third.
Lane slid up into turn 1 again and just barely held it off of Grant Enfinger. His truck doesn't like those squishy air pressure you're talking about. Ankrum heating the back up of Riggs there now, and he clears Grant Enfinger.
Yeah, Lane Riggs able to clear for third, as you see.
Win a championship.
Oof. Yeah, you see the 38 just touched the left rear of the 9. And the 11 slid up and just got clipped by the 38 in the right rear. So that was an exciting set of corners right there.
See what Lane Riggs saw here from that onboard camera.
Yeah, you see the 11 hit that bump and it just shot him up the racetrack. I don't think he wanted to get to the wall or in
Caution is out.
of Tomasi off the pace again, and the yellow flag waves. And now get another shot at pit road. Caution within 15 laps or so. So this is like no mistakes. Don't speed. Don't have a slow pit stop. This is really important.
We've
See what happened.
We've seen split strategy as we look back at what happened. 75 gets bumped into by Stuart Friesen. That'll knock you out of the way. And then he decides to hit the 22. Patrick Emmerlin didn't hit him at all.
Like 22's already got a tire down.
Lost the tire. Yeah, that's probably why he was
It's going to be a big restart.
Here we go. Green flag is in the air. Corey Heim on the outside. What does Lane Riggs do here? It's clean, but here comes Gio Ruggiero on the 17. Chandler Smith on new tires. Here he comes.
Already.
That white truck on the inside.
He's going to clear the 17 off turn 4 and set his sights on P2. He had a great restart. That has worked out perfectly for Chandler Smith.
Now the question is, have we seen our last caution? You know how these things get late. They're going 3 wide at North Wilkesboro. They're stacked up in the back.
Right, he has to go in on the bottom. This is going to help the 38 right here. 38's going to have a run and be closer than he's been in a while down the back.
Chandler Smith all over
Goes to
the
the bottom. He's
he's
going to
gonna
shove
shove
it to him. Caution.
And around goes Brent Cruz. Caution is out for the 5th time with 4 laps to go.
Well, I almost said the 38's going to peek to the right side of the 11, but that was not the case. He decided to lay the bumper to him.
He's going to lay the bumper to him, but who was leading at the time of caution?
This is one other thing he has going for him is his
The
front
point
bumper.
of contact.
You know, he didn't waste any time. He's like, I have my one shot to get by you. I'm going to do it. And clears him, but
Chandler feels like that's it, and then the caution comes out.
and he was behind him at the point of the timing line.
Corey Heim's teammate, Brent Cruz, brings out that caution in the 1 truck right here.
What happened over here? We talked about Ben Rhodes moving up through the field, and he just gets into Brent.
Here we go, Chandler Smith on the inside, Corey Heim out front. What a restart. But look at Lane Riggs up high.
Great restart by the 11. Lane Riggs, really good through 1 and 2. He's going to clear for second.
Corey Heim's already been run into once.
Corey Heim tried to protect. He got into turn 3 way too deep. Loose.
Oh, sideways.
White flag is in the air.
Slide job.
Last lap of this
Slide
race.
job.
Lane Riggs into Corey Heim.
Corey Heim
goes around. It's battle of the teammates to the finish line. Who's it going to be? Chandler Smith with the advantage over Lane Riggs. Lane Riggs sideways. Checkered flag in the air.
Caution flag.
Chandler Smith. What a last lap.
Well, I feel real bad for Corey Heim. I feel terrible.
I've felt bad for him 3 or 4 times this year. He's just had the
goodness.
best truck, and it didn't work out.
A lot transpired in those 2 laps. We need to go back and relive. Another one, though. Corey Heim, most laps led ever in his career in 1 race, and he doesn't pick up the victory.
He's doing all the right things. It's just a matter of trying to have some things not happen to him.
Hell yeah, Jimmy. Let's go, boys.
Second win of the season for Chandler Smith. There's John Leonard, his crew chief. Brian, when he came in and he took those new tires, you said, watch him. That's going to be the winner.
Wow, what a show.
I didn't know he was going to win in those circumstances, but he wound up victory lane. And